We're here at the HSBC Arena in Buffalo, New York. I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
And welcome to what should be an exciting matchup between the Buffalo Sabres and the Florida Panthers. Now, I wouldn't want to be a goaltender out here tonight.
No, not with these two teams going at it. They're both fast and aggressive and love to play a wide-open game.
Let's see which side can get their offense going first. Here's a look at tonight's official who's been around for 6 seasons and isn't known as a very strict referee.
Well, that's right, Jim, and he'll let a lot of things go and doesn't seem to like blowing his whistle too often.
And the faceoff is won by Drury. Thrashed.
Jim, that was a real blow.
Huselius corrals the puck. Shove.
Stopped in his tracks.
18,000 referees in the stands call a penalty. The two that count will not. Moved over by Zhitnik. He gets taken out by Kolnick. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Played up. Brings it out. Over the line. Moved ahead. Cannonading drive. Over the blue line. He gets roughed up by Van Ryn. Quick puck movement. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Pass to the slot. Passed over. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. He gets laid out by Trinka. Shields covers up for the whistle. Hey, Craig, maybe he'll get the next call by having a word with the official now. And this is what got him all fired up. You be the judge. The ref is ready to drop the puck. There's a face-off win for Florida. Brings it out. He gets bowled over by Roy. Over the blue line. Mayer shoots, scores. Looks like he was screened.
A good wrist shot is hard to stop, and that was a good wrist shot.
Looks like this game is going to be fast-paced.
That's what the fans want to see.
Face-off won by Cullen. Shove. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Quick shot from the slot by Greer. Shields makes the save. They're getting ready for the face-off. And the face-off is won by Roy. Centered. Crushed.
You could feel that one up in the booth.
Over the line. Played over by Horton. Door slammed shut by Norinen. Checked.
A punishing hit.
He gets checked by Roy. In over the line.
Hit. A textbook body check, Jim.
Fitzpatrick brings it out. Over the blue line. Pass to the point. Shoots! Mayer blocks the shot. Into the attacking zone. The ref indicates a delayed call against Buffalo. Fitzpatrick is going to the box for hooking. Florida will try and take advantage of a penalty here.
Well, we haven't seen the power play yet tonight, but we know they're going to be a handful.
They've got great skill on that first unit. Over the line. He gets hit by Bouwmeester. Brings it out. In over the line. Shoots the puck. Norinen reached out for the puck. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Checked. That's going to leave a mark. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets crushed by Patrick.
Sent him right to the ice.
Moved ahead. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets gets hit by Bouwmeester.
He leveled his man there.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line.
Hit. They felt that hit in the rafters.
Brings it out. Over the line. He gets out-muscled by Van Ryn.
He's unstoppable.
Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. In behind. A lateral pass. Over the blue line. Pushed. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Big hit.
That was a monster of a hit.
In over the line. Hagman. Hard shot. Florida is 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. He scores, and it's 2-0.
This is what's so great about the wrist shot. It's not as fast as a slap shot, but it's quicker to get off and way more accurate.
They're definitely struggling early.
Down by 2 is a recipe for disaster.
And the Panthers get the draw. He gets hit by Gilson.
Sent him flying.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Odeline gives him the rough stuff. Over the blue line. He gets bowled over by Campbell. Brings it out. It's passed over by Gilson. Taylor fires it. Shot blocked by Odeline. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shoots the puck. Brings it out. Over the line. Crushed.
He came up fast and hit him hard.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Horton knocks the puck loose. Over the blue line. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Hit. Shields freezes the puck. Lindy Ruff had immediate success when he took on the job as Buffalo's head coach, Craig.
Jim Ruff became only the 3rd head coach under today's Stanley Cup playoff format to lead his team to the conference finals in each of his first 2 seasons.
Brings it out. Over the line. The net. Wrist shot. Pad save. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shove. Howitzer! Big glove! Cullen. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. In over the line. Right to Talent. Scores!
What a rocket he let loose on that shot.
That was absolutely unleashed on net, and it found the target. Face-off won by Drury. Played back. Cranked him.
That came harder than expected.
Brings it out. Shove. Over the line. Checked.
That's some heavy action.
Van Ryn. Pusilius with a wrist shot. Norinen got a leg on it. Into the attacking zone. The Finneganov gets checked. Out of their defensive end. Coast to coast. Passed over. Big hit.
Terrific physical play.
Over the blue line. Sent flying.
That's one he'll remember.
Brings it out. Over the line. Flashed.
Thundering hit.
Passed ahead. Brings it out. Buffalo puts its second line out. Out of their defensive end. Hop. Ooh, off the bar. Norinen hangs on for the whistle. Trinka really jumps into the play well. I haven't seen him get caught pinching yet.
Well, he anticipates where the play is moving so well. He adjusts to make the most of his opportunity.
Face-off win for the Sabres. It's moved over by Patrick. Into the attacking zone. Odeline flattens him. Over the blue line. He gets roughed up by Patrick.
That's what we came to see.
In front. Great save! This guy needs to play aggressive to be effective.
Well, he doesn't flop down, so he has to play at the top of his crease. If he gets back on his heels, he gives away way too much net.
And the faceoff is won by Cullen. Blocked by Gilson.
Hit! Now that's a big hit.
In over the line. Right in front. Stick save. Audette brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Gets the shot off. Behind the net. Norinen denies him. Greer over the blue line. Shove. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. In front. Shoots it quickly. He's on the score sheet with that one assist already. Let's see if he can build on it.
Well, we know he has the skills. It's just a matter of execution.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Drury. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets rocked by Van Ryn. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Leveled.
That was rock solid.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Hard shot. Saved by Shields. That'll do it to end the period. It's 3-0 as we head to the break.
A new record. Thank you for your generosity.
Jim, they're going to need to show a lot more effort than they did in the first.
Absolutely. Otherwise, this one could get ugly. Sabres win the faceoff. Over. Oh, off the crossbar. Kotalik. Wrist shot from the point.
He'll have to do better than that.
Brings it out. Over the line. Berglund controls the puck. Ritchie grabbed it. Brings it out. Passed up to the neutral zone. In over the line. Mad scramble. Shields shut the door. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Pushed. Brings it out. Over the line. Mayer. Wrist shot. Brings it out. In over the line. Rink-wide pass. Kapiniganov whips it. Shields made the save. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Checked. Brings it out. Over the line. Rubbed off the puck by Husilius. Hecht grabbed it. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets rocked up by Drury. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shoots it. Brings it out. Through center. Over the line. In over the line. Florida puts its second line out. Mowed down.
That was huge.
Moved over. Pushed. Played back. Gilson. He gets leveled by Weiss.
Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Into the attacking zone. Third one-timer. Campbell stops the shot. Gilson will get the gate for interference.
His man was nowhere near the puck. That makes it interference. Good call by the official.
Florida will get a second chance on the power play here. And the faceoff is won by Drury. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. He gets out-muscled by Bouwmeester. Pass back. Shove. Passed across. Over the line. Checked. A lateral pass. Brings it out. He gets pushed by Husilius. In over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Weiss now has the puck. It's intercepted by Zhitnik. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Knocked him off the puck. Brings it out. Coast to coast. Passed across by Lilia. Offside, Florida. Florida should look to shoot a bit more here.
Absolutely. You can't score if you don't put the puck on net. Now, I know it's a tired cliche, but it's true. They have to force the goalie to do some work.
Face-off won by Cullen. In over the line.
Not even close.
Over the blue line. Right in front. Wah. It's stolen by Greer. Over the line. Pushed aside by Shields. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Hesht. Florida is now 0 for 2 on the power play. In over the line. Scores!
Now let's take a look at that one on the replay, Jim. Look at how well he executes the wrister to find the back of the net. What a beauty!
And the faceoff is won by Ritchie. Knocked over.
Bumped him that time.
Run over.
Finished that one with a bang.
Kristek gets smoked.
He got rocked right there.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shoots quickly. Saved by Norinen. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Moved over. Knocked over.
Now that one was worth watching.
Into the attacking zone. Right in front. Taken out. He hangs on to the puck. Buffalo is a team that really likes to use its speed to press the attack.
And they cross the blue line in full flight and really try to back your defense up. The key is to get on their forwards before they get going.
Face-off won by Roy. Brings it out. In over the line. Oh, post! In behind. Passed across. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Passed over by Mayer. Worked over.
That was a big hit.
Over the line. Kotalik. It's dumped in the inboards by Roy. Bouwmeester moves it ahead. Patrick grabbed it. In over the line. He has his pocket picked. Over the blue line. He gets taken out by a Finneganov. Passed over out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Crushed.
What a hit!
Brings it out. Over the line. Blasts one. The shot is blocked by Kalinin. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Over in front. Hagman. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Taken out.
That one took him right out of the play.
In over the line. Quick shot from the slot by Drury. Missed the net. The Finneganov with the moves.
He hung him out to dry.
Trinka controls the puck. And Florida will change on the fly. Bowled over. Brings it out. Over the line. Pass to the point. Drury rips a shot. Turned away by Norinen. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Turned aside. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. It's played over by Greer. Right in front. Played across. Kolnick. Over the line. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets hit by Van Ryn.
Great timing and great power.
In over the line. In front. Oh, he hit the post. Behind the net. Taylor brings it out. Over the line. Cranks one. Brings it out. End to end. Christek runs him over. Goes behind the net. Norinen hangs on for the whistle.
Jim, there's a look at Jacques Martin.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Cullen. Moved over by Trinka. Over the blue line. A lateral pass. Leg save. The action's about to start. Sabres win the faceoff. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Pushed. Right in front. Shields hangs on for the whistle. The puck is about to be dropped. Face-off won by Roy. Patrick now with the puck. And the horn signals the end of the period. 4-0 is the score after 40 minutes of play.
Nomination forms for our annual Team Player Awards are available at guest services and in box office.
The teams are back on the ice and the third period's about to begin. About to drop the puck. And the faceoff is won by Drury. Shoved. Into the attacking zone. Blocked. Over the line. Passed across. Over the blue line. In front. Rubbed off the puck by Weiss. Kolnick grabbed it. Across. Through center. In over the line. Flattened. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Sent flying. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Rocked. And Florida will change on the fly. He gets laid out by Kalinin. Zhitnik brings it out. In over the line. Laid over. Over the blue line. Offside, Buffalo.
Now that was a big hit, folks. He just barrels right through him with a tremendous hit.
We're ready for the faceoff. Roy wins the faceoff. Into the attacking zone. Missed the net. Viron brings it out. Over the line. Ritchie fires just wide of the net. In front. Saved by Norinen. Hit. Moved up. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets leveled by Viron.
A little intimidation there.
Into the attacking zone. Ritchie shoots the puck. Roy brings it out. Over the blue line. Flattened.
That was a full contact hit.
Viron. Over the line. He gets shoved by Patrick. Brings it out. In over the line. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Oderline shoots. Brings it out. Over the line. Hard wrist shot by Briere. Shields makes the save. Brings it out. In over the line. Shoots it. Goes behind his net. Played across. Out of their defensive end. It's passed over by Briere. Shoots. Pad save by Shields. Brings it out. End to end. Played up. Hard wrist shot by Audette. In behind. Moved over. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets hit by Cullen. The Sabres go offside. The Sabres are showing they know how to put the puck in the net.
They're a fast, talented team that can score. If you try to trade chances with them, they'll beat you.
Drury won the draw. Passed up to the neutral zone. Bowled over.
He took a big-time check.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Run over. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets checked by Van Ryn. Sent flying. Shields covers up for the whistle. Now you talk about great defensemen in this league, and this guy really makes it all happen at the back end.
Jim, he's like a catalyst out there, consistently feeding forwards with breakout passes. And hey, I say he wouldn't hesitate to jump up in the rush.
The faceoff goes to the Panthers. Over the blue line. Delayed penalty call for Buffalo. Patrick is going off for roughing.
Now he thought he'd gotten away with it. Instead, he gets a 2-minute minor.
You can see the coach isn't crazy about that call at all, so he's going to have a word with the official. Florida will go on the power play once again. They weren't able to capitalize on their first power play. Let's see if they can do it here. Waugh wins the faceoff, brings it out. In over the line. Advances the puck out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Bowled over. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets roughed up by Trinka. Moved across. He gets checked by Lilia.
He really slammed into him there.
Over the line. Trinka for the howitzer. Blocked by Zhitnik. Scramble in front of the net. Pad save. Passed over. Brings it out. Buffalo's making a change. In over the line. Shields makes the huge save. Out of their defensive end. Florida makes a line change. Muscled off the puck. Into the attacking zone. He gets rocked by Greer. Brings it out. Over the line. Shoved. Knocked over. Shields covers up.
Jim, he cannot believe his eyes. He had that one already up on the scoreboard, only to find the goalie to make a great save.
The players are lining up at the face-off circle. Face-off won by Drury. Pass to the point. Big hit over center. Breakaway in front. Weiss fires it. Rocked. Drury brings it out. In over the line. Right in front. Leg save. Quick pass up. Florida continues to struggle on the power play. They're now 0 for 3. It's played up by Gilson. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Pushed off the puck. Brings it out. Over the line. One-time shot. He scores, and it's 4-1.
The goalie had no chance on that one, Jim. Take a look at how he unloaded that wrist shot. Nice goal.
There's a face-off win for Florida. Brings it out. In over the line. Bumped by Berkman. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Checked. Thrashed. It's a scramble. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets leveled by Biron.
He stamped that one.
Brings it out. In over the line. Over the line. Bowled over.
He lined him up and lowered the boom.
Into the attacking zone. Norinen turned it away. Out of their defensive end. Buffalo puts its second line out. Shoots the puck. Missed the net. Over the blue line. Moved over. Right in front. Shoved. Scores!
go with a wrist shot, and it paid off handsomely with that goal.
That's right. You don't always have to wind up with a big slapper to get it past the keeper. Drury won the draw. Knocked down. Brings it out. Over the line. Intercepted by Hesht. Bowled over. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Sent flying. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Hit. Weiss went short.
He still doesn't know where he went. Great deep.
Moved up. In over the line. Stick save by Norinen. Pad save. Brings it out. Over the line. Hesht. He misses. Round the back. Drury fires. Shields covers up for the whistle. The Sabres are one of the fastest skating teams in the league, and as a result, they're a tough team to check.
You're bang on, Jim. They always hit the lines with speed. If you're not ready, they'll fly right past you.
And the faceoff is won by Drury. Played back. Turned away. Advances the puck. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. The dent shoots the puck. Norinen hangs on for the whistle.
This guy's looking sharp tonight. He's got one goal and a few good shots.
He's shown some pretty good energy. Look for him to get more involved. The ref is ready to drop the puck. Faceoff's won by Buffalo. Out of their defensive end. Passed up to the neutral zone. Checked. And out they come with a puck. Florida's called offside. You can see this guy's playing with a lot of confidence.
Now that he's got one on the board, you're going to see him get more chances. Once you find the net, the puck always has a way of finding you.
Faceoff won by Roy. Over the blue line. Norinen made the save. Quick pass up. Brings it out. Over the line. Kotalek gets checked. Brings it out. In over the line. A lateral pass. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets shoved by Patrick. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. And that ends this one. Florida lost this game. The final score, 4-2. From Buffalo, New York, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
Until next time, take care.
Goodbye.
You